What's up guys, thanks for tuning in to this Pokemon Rumble U review. The first Pokemon game for the Wii U has released, Pokemon Rumble U, so let's take a look at it. Okay, so right off the bat, the first thing I want to tell everyone is this game is super basic. It's nothing at all like the main series of Pokemon games. If that's what you're hoping for, or if that's what you're expecting, don't get your hopes up. It's nothing like that. The game is super basic. It boils down to mashing the A button or mashing the B button to attack waves and enemies of Pokemon in an arena style level. The game boils down to clearing out waves of Pokemon on these arenas, getting a boss battle, taking that down, and then seeing what Pokemon you've unlocked at the end of each match. So the game costs £13.49, or you can get the special edition version, which is £19.99, and with that you get 2 figures. Now the figures are not essential to play the game. It's something that I thought was the case when I originally bought it. I found out after that you don't need the figures, but it does enhance your gameplay and it does help you get the most out of the game. But just to reiterate, you do not need the figures to play. They're optional. You can get all 649 Pokemon in the game and plays them all without having to buy a single figure. The figures are £3.99. So in the special edition you get 2 figures, which is a black or white Kyurem, and then you'll get a random figure. I got Pikachu in mine. Now you also get a poster which contains a checklist and some sort of promotional artwork on the other side of it. And then of course you get the game download code. The game can only be downloaded, even if you buy the special edition from game, you still need to download the game from the Wii U eShop. Okay, so onto the game. So like I've already said, the game is super basic, but at the same time is very fun and very addictive. Now I've personally not turned my Wii U on in weeks and weeks, so getting this game at the weekend is a reason for me to turn the Wii U back on. And I spent a good couple of hours straight playing the game, and despite it being simple, it was fun and I never got bored of it. So the premise of the game is you play as toy Pokemon, and these toy Pokemon have been lost, abandoned, oh noes! And you take control of them and you're trying to get more Pokemon and obviously collect them all. So the world map is broken into stages. Each stage contains different Pokemon, different waves of Pokemon to fight, and each stage is topped off with a boss battle. Now these boss battles are normal Pokemon but supersized compared to the Pokemon that you fight in the waves. Now each stage is set up like an arena style, so levels are fairly small. You get waves of enemies, you'll defeat one lot, then the next lot spawns. That's how the game works until you finally get down to the boss, and then you defeat the boss. Now, gameplay comes down to mashing A or B, depending on which attack you want to use. Some Pokemon will have just one attack, so you're pressing the A button. Some Pokemon will have 2 attacks. Elements come into play, so sort of if you're going on a fire stage, the first major boss is Charizard. I think it's the second major boss actually, is Charizard. You might want to take a water Pokemon that you unlock from the first stage. When you're using those water attacks, they'll be super effective. There's also things like confusion, paralysis in the game as well. Now, as you play through the game, as you play through each stage, you'll get capsules drop and power-ups drop. Now, these power-ups can be things like HP up, so if your HP is running low, grab one of them, automatically fills your HP back up or recovers some HP. And then you also get capsules dropped. Now, these capsules are the same represented in game as what you buy from the store, which contains the figures, and at the end of each stage these capsules get opened to see which Pokemon you've unlocked on that stage. Stages also have different challenges set. Challenges can range from using both A and B moves, so you'll need to pick a Pokemon that has both moves, or could be used doing something as simple as picking a move that's super effective. Coins also drop on each level as you defeat Pokemon, and these coins are used to upgrade your Pokemon, and I believe you can only upgrade Pokemon that you own the figure for. Now figures is going to be one major selling point of this game. If it takes off, I can see these figures becoming super popular. Not quite up to the standard of Spyro because that's multi-platform. This is just purely on the Wii U, but I can see them becoming popular, especially amongst kids. Now, scanning the Pokemon into the game is so simple. You just hold the figure over the Wii U gamepad, over the NFC scanner, puts up on game instantly. Now from here you can upgrade its abilities, you can buy new skills with the points that you earn in game. There's 18 at the time of this review going live. Pokemon figures, NFC figures, can only be obtained from Game in the UK. I believe GameStop in America when the game launches later this month. And I believe Canada won't be getting these figures because it's a third world country. Just joking. So calm down, everybody. In all honesty, these figures are not needed to play the game or to enjoy the game, but me being sort of an older player of the game, going into the shop seeing it sort of brought back those memories of Pokemon cards when I was younger. The Game Boy games, catching them all, so I was inclined to buy one. I've since been out and bought another 10 capsules because I'm getting some of them, I'm selling some of them. I would like to get the full 18 set, but at £4 a pop, I think it's quite expensive for what they are. But you can get the most out of the game, you can enjoy it without these figures. But buying these figures, you know, it's just got that little extra hook to get you into the game, and it's a little bit of extra enjoyment. The game can be played multiplayer, up to 4 players. The game supports the Wiimote and the Pro Controller. When you go into each stage, you'll have 3 Pokemon accompany you, and those will be controlled by the AI. If you have human players with you, so friends, relatives, whatever, those can take over the role of another Pokemon. And although the game is co-op, there's a little bit of competitiveness in the game, because at the end of each stage you will be ranked on your performance and players will be awarded the most coins, so there's a little bit of an incentive there to sort of outdo the guys that you're playing with. Now, should you buy this game? Well, like I say, it's £13.49 to download. You don't need the figures, so if you're looking for a good party game, just a little bit of fun, nothing too serious, the game is shallow but is fun, but is addictive. If you enjoy Pokemon, if you're a fan of Pokemon, yes, go and buy the game. If you're looking for something that's a bit more substantial or a little bit of a deeper experience, then you're not really going to miss too much if you don't buy the game. But ultimately, it comes down to what you're wanting. Hopefully this review has helped make your mind up. If it has, let me know down below. Will you be buying the game? If you've already bought it, have you bought any figures? Let me know what figures you've got so far. If you've enjoyed the video, guys, please like it, subscribe for more Pokemon and gaming goodness from I Am Not Lame. Share the video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon.